and see what I want. You know, I'm a thinking nigga. Everybody to the room. Welcome. Fiend. What's up, my boy? Hey, that's my boy. Hey, listen, the legendary capital Fiend.
Young
What's up, my
A
boy?
Verb.
Hey, listen, bro.
What's
Hey,
up, my
listen, bro.
brother? How you
Listen.
feeling today?
First off, we are honored to have you in here. You know, we always said we're gonna do one of these because the the influence that was on the Midwest and the South from the shit that y'all was doing, like just to be able to hear the stories are like brilliant to me, right?
Yeah.
Well, before we start, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How far are you from Lil Wayne in your neighborhood?
Man, we cross Earhart. Earhart is like
But same neighborhood though, correct, right?
oh, it's the same ward.
Okay.
It's just crossed over a street. Wayne might have been, I mean, maybe less than a mile.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So tell us, what is y'all area like? What's the smell of it? Like for you know, a lot of humans don't get to leave their world, right? Tell
Right.
us the temperature of y'all area. Like, what is your area like?
Holly Grove, Uptown, 17 Ward is it's different. You know what I mean? We got a lot of MCs, a lot of lyrical ass MCs. A lot of people come from Uptown. Holly Grove wasn't a ward or area that got into it with a whole bunch of people too, because the city is known to be having conflict, you know, amongst neighborhoods and communities. But Holly Grove really, you know what I'm saying? We didn't do all that. You know, if it happened, it happened. But we didn't do all that. I'm from the house. I'm from where bounce music was invented. You heard me? 4 houses actually from where bounce music was invented. You heard me? And a club called Ghost Town.
You know what? Not even like in y'all records, I noticed that y'all incorporated a lot of that in it. Like y'all had like a lot of records with that. We didn't know what it was then, but it's currently bounce music, right?
It's tribal, you know what I mean? It's tribal, you know.
What like as far as what? Like what tribal? Like what? Is that like a New Orleans thing?
Tribal as far as African descent. Tribal is for out of a village, a small village in Africa tribe. Drums, the percussions, you know what I'm saying? The rhythm, the rhythmic approach to it is tribal. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, period, is a super unique place. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say like it don't exist everywhere else, but it's just good to know your heritage. Somebody within your family is from here, like somewhere down your family. You know what I'm saying? And you understand, like New Orleans is a place where in the mid 1700s they offered the prisons were overpacked, like in France or somewhere in Spain. And what they did was say, well, how about we let the prisoners get out? We give them some money, a little land, and give them a wife, and y'all go live in New Orleans.
Give them a wife?
Yeah.
Like you mean? So I'm just gonna pass you a girl, and you just go live your life.
That's facts. A lot of criminals was released. Yeah, a lot of criminals to make space. They dropped them off in New Orleans and let them get a fresh start too. You know, from a super unique place, bro. New France, man. From the oldest African American neighborhood in the United States, the Treme area. You know what I'm saying? The culture is wealthy. It's past rich because it still surpasses anything that's going on. Hip hop may have started in the Bronx, but hip hop come from jazz music, and jazz was created in New Orleans.
Okay.
So
Let me ask you this: when you say jazz, right? Are you saying like the style of jazz music? Period. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying jazz. Period. I'm saying the genre. I'm saying the genre. Period. Like for musicians, New Orleans is a mecca to go hone into their craft a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just on that side. So now you talking. Now let's go like the hip hop, rap, gangster music, street music, and stuff like that. When we caught our niche, we caught our niche. We already had local success for getting with like No Limit Records, myself, Mia X, KLC, Mystical. We already had local success.
So So when P came to you and said, "Look, I got this deal for you," what was the feeling like?
Nah, that's not how it went.
It wasn't. Tell me, how was it?
It wasn't how it went. What happened was KL and Mia had their relationship with P already working, and was like, "Yo, Mia was like, I want to work with Fiend and Mac a little bit on my project, on my album."
Mm.
KL was like, shit, chat, let's make this happen. Kane and Abel had just signed a third party deal with P, and we was already working with friends, bros already, right? But when we got to No Limit, P was aware of me, but he didn't know me. I just was another dude. Him and KL bumped heads from bringing me to the studio. He want to know he brought this, who this dude is. You know what I'm saying? He bring around my office. You know what I mean? Which he ended up being cool about it, and they ended up just talking, and it wasn't about nothing. But man, like once I did the Don't Mess Around, once I did Don't Fuck Around and About It soundtrack, is when P was like, I want to have a talk with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I walked in with $250K.
Come on. Talk your shit. Let's go.
Yeah, not egotistically, just meaning like that's how much I believed in me. That's how much the people who I walked in with believed in me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we believe anywhere it go. So it's like, so it's either we rolling or we not. Like I like that. Let me ask you this. Tell us the magical moment. What was the most brilliant moment you remember being in the studio? You know, like when you're in the studio creating, right? What record was the best energy all y'all had in the room and you was like, this is it? Like it had to be a time where y'all was in a room and you like, nah, this him.
It was plenty of moments like that.
Tell me one of your favorites.
One moment for sure that that it don't to this day it don't make sense is when we did the song called We, and it was me and Mac on the Mean Green soundtrack.
Make it plain and see. Come on, man.
Right. And to have Snoop Dogg on the ad-libs, it was unheard of. Nobody wasn't doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had that type of connection. I thought it was different because it also showed me and my brother Mac wasn't playing at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that KL knew the recipe of if we come together, what we can do. And I think that day Snoop saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, every time I come up here, Fiend is here. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come here, KL is here. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good to ask him to get on the ad-libs. And he didn't blink. He walked into the booth and did what Snoop do with that magic he do. You know what I mean?
Snoop was easy to work with, huh?
Hella easy. To this day, he hella easy to work with because he's a hip-hop baby. He's a fan of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Period. No matter where it's from, he's a fan of hip-hop. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. And that's dope that y'all got an experience like that. You got to connect with like them extreme powers, like in one. Let me ask you this while it's on my mind. What artist, when you met him, you was like a big fan of him, and then you was like, I still felt the same way when I met him, like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes these niggas switch. Like the exact artist that you like, the artist you liked for doing what he was doing, you met him and still liked him. You know how hard it is to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Let me say that is a good question, and let me say Snoop is definitely gotta be first because that's like one of the largest artists I've ever met. Whitney Houston, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say that was a dope experience to just walk in Capitol Records, and I think that was that. And another person I could think off the back had to be Big Boy from Outkast.
Ooh, that was a classic one, huh? So what? Yeah. What about Jay? What about when you met Jay? Same thing, kind of.
Or Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I
think his internet tripped.
Yeah, no, I had a phone call coming. I had to just swipe up, but I don't have any studio moments with Jay.
Oh, so you didn't work that for? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to work in the studio with him, just like in a studio, which I know would be crazy. But I haven't had a chance to work with Jay-Z in the studio together like that. No.
What's the biggest tour you think you did? Like now look, not biggest, the one you had the most fun. Where it's like what other crew did y'all team up with? And when y'all went out, it was just love the whole time. No head bumping. It was just
The one of the biggest tours that I had like just absolute ball had to be local and a domestic with Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
We did this No Limit big thing, and that was huge because everybody was out there from Dog Pound to the East Siders to Badass to Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing was just dope. Then we went overseas with Snoop. That had to be one of the biggest one because I haven't seen arenas like that with that type of vibrato coming off of a crowd of reciting lyrics and this dude telling 30,000 people, let me hear you say Tupac.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they
that's power.
they
That's
may
a
not
different energy.
know no English, but they know the lyrics of them songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me. This time I ask a lot of guests that come on. Which one would you pick, respect or fear?
Respect or fear? You know what? I think God ruled with both. So I would have to rule with both.
No, that's not a good answer. I need you to pick one, sir.
That's my answer. I can't
give
you.
You're gonna just double up. That's what we're gonna do.
I think God rules with both. So I'm gonna have to rule with both. I'll be wrong to tell you respect because I know people that respect it, but the familiarity with them being respected made somebody walk up on them and dome check them. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. You know what? I'm gonna listen to that. Are we gonna accept that?
I think fear has to be somewhere. I don't care if it's 1%.
Right.
I think it has to be somewhere. See, friendly but not familiar is what make a motherfucker not try you. And I think that it's the same shit that the Chinese rule with in the Arabs when the corner stores. Right. Your ass ain't hopping over that counter because you don't know if you been and got a Mossberg put in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got a request, bro. When I be talking to you, I be talking to you just straight up, right? So look, what happens in a versus with y'all and Cash Money before Wayne is a solo project? What happens does No Limit beat Cash Money in a versus before any solo projects?
Hold on.
Yeah. Let's get right. You hear me? Yeah.
See, you want to take the gloves off.
Oh, come on with listen, because look, on paper it's brilliant though, right? On paper, No Limit and Cash Money before the solo so you can't factor in Wayne and Lollipop. You got to stay when it's core and core.
Let me just say that 400 Degrees alone is a catalog.
Yes, it is.
100%. So but I much as I hate to compare, I will say this here. I think that nationally and globally, we've impacted and done so much that allowed our brothers to follow right through as we should. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's all jamming, but it's different type of wins. Like, you feel me? Like we I don't know. You hear me? I feel like No Limit.
What's y'all 5 undeniable songs? Undeniable.
5 undeniable?
I'm talking about like if y'all went in the huddle and you said, man, we only got 5. What we got?
We only got 5.
What's the 5? What's the 5 that's gonna have the building shaking consistently the whole time?
No doubt. It's just a given. We're doing Make Up Say You heard me?
Okay, come on. All right,
that's tough. It ain't my fault.
That's tough. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go.
Come on, Make Up Say It Ain't My Fault. Mr. Want. Break them all something.
Wait a minute.
And we're gonna end it. And we're gonna end it with fuck them other niggas. So that's like, stop playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Y'all didn't. So you didn't even go into No Soldier Bag,
man. Why? What? I ain't even got it. I'm trying to tell you, like, nobody really don't want to look at the catalogs like that. I ain't even had to go. Did it take me long to tell you that just now?
But look, in their defense, they got some bombs though.
No. I'm
not saying some bombs over there.
I'm not saying that my brothers Cash Money ain't got it. I'm just trying to tell you that I know what we got too. So I think the picture of it having fun like that alone, I think it'll be super, super healthy for the culture. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be hella fun.
Hey, listen, I don't think y'all know. Well, everybody gonna be watching because I'm sure that clip gonna move. But I don't think that y'all know the impact that would be in a room, the ticket sale in the room, like the vibe in the room. People would lose their minds to be there.
Hey, check us out.
Yeah.
Now, picture, we offer this to people that come check us out on No Limit Reunion Tour. Because
I was there. You know, I seen that. You know, I seen that.
We bring Juvenile out there. We bring Juvenile on the tour, bro.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So that lets you know right then and there. Like,
it
so
can
just
happen.
think,
It can happen.
Yeah, just think about this here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Master P,
Mm-hmm.
Mia X,
Mm-hmm.
Silk the Shocker, Fiend, Juvenile, Mystical.
This getting good, man. Hit the like, y'all.
Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a party. I love the Cash Money No Limit kind of thing because at the end of the day, you can only compare the greats to the greats.
Man, like I think that's the one. I strongly believe that one. It can even shift the culture again. Like it's just like I couldn't even like for everybody listening, right? I got a chance to experience the No Limit Tour show. The adrenaline in that motherfucker is something that I can't even tell you. I can't picture it twice. I can't picture it twice. Like somebody got to make that happen, bro.
Hey, now we've tried. We've been discussing from a Verzuz to an actual tour. When we got out there on the tour, it's just that to me, you know, somebody would have to have a huge
budget. Ooh.
Huge budget and not, you know, and just do it right. And we'd have to do domestic and we'd have to do overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Who did you want to work with that you didn't work with? And who would you work with right now? Who's your favorite artist now, and who is somebody you wanted to work with?
Just out of anybody?
Out of anybody, yeah.
I would have loved to work with Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye, that's
right. I would love to work with Sade. I would love to.
You cheating now. You cheating. We doing too much. I'm talking about somebody.
I'm just keeping it funky.
Come on, you stopping in the brilliant section, man. Turn it down. You know everybody ain't brilliant. Turn it down a little bit, man.
I wanna from Wick to millions. I wanna impact people. So that's was the spaces I was already building it. We're waiting on God and Heart of a Ghetto Boy. I was already going in my direction of the collaboration with jazz, blues, hip hop. I just, you know what I mean? Like the business kind of got in the way and I had to figure that out. But that's always where I've wanted to go. You know what I'm saying?
You ever work with Gates? You ever did something with Gates? That'd be dope. You and Gates would be hard.
Believe it or not, I can't find the song. We did do a song.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
We did do a song. But this DJ A&R guy for Trill Entertainment had put us on a song together for him, for his project. Okay. But he lost the song. I mean, man, I snapped. I'm talking about me and Gates both clean off on this shit, bro.
I can hear y'all both on a record doing that same kind of melodic. That'd be cool. You probably want, Like I'm over here A&R on your next project, nigga. I'm over hey, we gonna go here. Let's get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
would be dope too. I got, you know what? We talked about this some years back, and it's only people I could even take into consideration to have that type of passion to even want to look into create new history with anything with me. I could be encouraged. Like that's motivational. You know what I'm saying?
Because for me, it's like this, right? Me being a creator, for me to be able to say, hey, look, let's try it this way, right? And knowing what you capable of doing, it's like some honorary type shit. It's like I grew up, we listened, this was their temperature, and now he's asking what mine is. Like, so it's like we gotta bring the best product back. Like 2 heads is better than 1 on anything in the world.
Facts.
I mean, like whenever because you got that soul, man. I think people really are missing that sound right now. Sometimes we give up on sounds and we ain't even like paid attention to like who ain't heard them yet. You feel me? It's people that still ain't, touched everything.
I agree. It's a big world. Once they feeling something, do it again. Consistency is key, and key open doors. It's sometimes I think life just beat people up, and sometimes that's just what it is until you're on one page. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got a question in the chat.
Oh, for sure.
Mia X versus Lil Kim, who win? That's tough.
Let me respectfully let me say this.
Come on.
Mia X write her own lyrics. So
One point for New Orleans. 1 point for New Orleans.
Nothing to take away Kim. Kim is the queen of her world of hip hop, with the sister and brought to the game, fashion, all kind of things. I just think that also would be a nice versus, but I only said that because I think that's kind of like how they viewed that in the verses at one time. Like if you didn't really write, yeah. So that's
okay, but is that a big thing? Because you think about it, she still had to sell it. It wasn't no girls that was gonna sell a Peter Piper Pectum. I bet you Biggie, like that's a tough one to sell.
It's a tough to sell, but
that's a tough one, man.
Think about this here though. Like she ain't got to get in her headspace to write it.
Okay, but she still got to sell it though. So okay, so are we discrediting artists because they don't write?
No, we're not discrediting. I'm just saying to make a versus equal of something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like if I told you to bring a sword, a dagger, a hatchet, and you bring a Nerf football, and you know what I'm saying? Like I be feeling like the verses have to be like that. But all those aesthetics aside, I think it would be a great versus. Those two lyrical high-powered females. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? They both are dope. So I was not discrediting Kim. I was just commenting on something where I thought I heard the verses kind of like what they was using as those aesthetics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what do we consider? Okay, do we consider like giving an idea writing form? We can't say that. We can say there are what? Well, it got to be another word for that.
Nah, that's writing. That's writing.
So okay, so if we in the studio and you say it like this, that's writing.
That is producing.
That's arranging.
That's arranging. That's producing.
Arrangements. Yeah.
That's producing.
Okay, so all right, so how many people have been in a session with you and done that and didn't ask for a split sheet or anything like that?
It ain't too many that can count on one hand that told me nothing like that.
Oh, okay, come on now. That's what I like to
hear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
you talking to the narrator of life, bro. I have never had a writer. You know what I'm saying? In my life. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all ain't never do like if you somebody in the camp got an idea, laid a hook down, everybody got on it, y'all didn't never. Well, yeah, that's different though. That ain't
but you know what? Let me put my ego in the back left far seat to say this. I don't think nothing's wrong with it. I just don't. I get people to say, yo, I got this chorus, I like for you to say it. I don't claim I wrote that. I don't claim like, oh, I just did that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like I just was used as an instrument to facilitate a picture. But nah, man, it may have been something maybe Mia have said, like people with my peers, I have no problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't had the opportunity to ever have a verse, you know, bars, that I've used written by somebody else. I haven't had that opportunity. I've always been a writer.
But would you take ideas like those?
I don't know, honestly.
It got to be some cold shit, huh? It got to be
some cold shit, bro. Yeah. I'm him to this day.
Right,
like you know what I'm saying.
My pen like that.
I'm not like I'm not. And I also again let me put the ego in the back seat. I like to consider myself a songwriter, so I do like today presently to co-write with people on stuff. So for myself, I don't know. I'm interested to see what that's like. I'm open-minded, so yeah, I am open-minded to hit songs that can move the world. And if I had to take some writing with someone to do that, I have no problem doing that.
Tell me about a time. This is a part I don't never read about like the industry, right? Tell me a time where you felt like at your lowest during the music, where you're feeling like I feel like quitting. You got to tell me a time where you felt like, no, I gotta let this go.
It's been numerous times, but shit, if this is my rifle and my bullets, what else I'm gonna do?
What else I'm gonna do? You can't stop, can you?
I can't. I was created by our father, our ancestors to make music.
Yeah.
So I had to accept that. I've been homeless and trying to figure it out, and shit like that, not knowing I shouldn't be in the circumstances that I'm in, but knowing that you just don't trust people in the business like that. So you rather be somewhere all figuring out day to day, opposed to being raped in the music industry, not figuratively speaking.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Metaphorically speaking, on bad business situations. So I don't know, man. Like I know I could do other things now, right? But you're talking to a man that my last job outside of music professionally was 1997.
You ain't going back.
Well, it's just if it ain't broke, if it ain't broke,
it ain't
you know?
broke, don't fix it. You hear
Right.
me? There. Speaking of verses though, wow, I just like talking about it. When you heard G Unit against Dipset, right? What was the difference to you when the music was played back?
You mean Locks versus Dipset?
Yeah, Locks versus Dipset. That's what I mean. Yeah. When you, like,
I
what was
knew
the difference?
right then and there that, you know, them the San Antonio Spurs, the schematics of the basic know-hows, this stuff was applied to the win. I knew the Locks. I knew that if it was about some hip hop shit, if it was about some lyrics and hardcore hip hop, I knew the Locks was gonna give Dipset a run for their money, because they were gonna be rapping off instrumentals, right? And I knew that they was gonna let that MC, them big lions, come out them. And I knew Harlem was gonna come with that fashion, baby. They was gonna come with the aesthetics of showing you how Harlem show out, and that's dope. But I knew that the fundamentals, excuse me, that's the word I was looking for. San Antonio Spurs was never flashy, right?
Right.
But they had the fundamentals.
Yes.
That made them win the game. They didn't have all the round back dunks, you know, the half court last minute three pointers.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
They just had the fundamentals, and that's what made them win.
Right.
So I knew
so
the
you
Locks
say
was
the
gonna
Locks
come
is
with
the Locks is
I knew
more.
the Locks was gonna come with pure born bred hip hop fundamentals. And I knew that was the place to do it, Mecca of hip hop. So I knew that, you know, shit, you gotta call it what it is. You know what I mean? And I know Dipset was gonna give that show as far as the lawn chair and, you know what I mean, to bring out that showmanship, you know.
Yeah. So was you more Jay or Nas then?
I think they both had errors with me.
Okay.
They both were dope. You know, I was in New York when Nas dropped Ether. You know what I mean? So I saw people sticking their head out the windows and shit. Like, you hear this shit?
Tell us about it. So what, it just came through the radio and you was just like, what?
I was signed to Rough Ride at the time, and I was at the office at Rough Riders, and I remember Flex dropping bombs and Clue, all these people, and they went to playing it. And when they played it, we just was all listening like, oh shit.
So it was power then. You just felt it.
It was power. People sitting in their cars and shit, stopping and pulling over, you know what I'm saying? So they can give a real listen. You know what I'm saying? Don't want their eyes to be watching stop signs and lights and shit. You know, I saw the power and I saw the power in the impression of hip hop, of, you know, that waiting to hear this person's response. And Nas did very well what he did on Ether. And Jay is just as dope. I just think like Nas is one way and Jay is another. Both got their swag and things. One is more on the lyrical aspect of some aspect. You know, Nas looked upon at one time, he ran some street shit, but he was a thinker and an intellectual guy. You know what I'm saying? And Jay was talking to the conservative hustler. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they really represented the same thing. Is that Nas came off as to be a little kind of like more pro-black-ish, kind of more concentrating on that, right? And Jay was talking to the American hustlers of, you know what I'm saying, you know, shit, you know what I mean? He was talking a different language. I think they both had everybody get their turn. And I think they both done well, did well, and gonna do well. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Hey, something else I wanted to ask you before we what is the meaning of Mardi Gras? Nobody ever told me.
Mardi Gras is
like, we know it's a celebration, right? But
Mardi Gras is Fat Tuesday. So Lundi Gras would be Fat Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what's the meaning? Like, what is
The
the
meaning of Mardi Gras was to celebrate at this festive part of the year of giving back to the people. People come together, get on floats, and this is how they celebrate it. It started in the like 1700s, I believe. I saw some things. I got to fact check that in Mobile, Alabama. But we've been known because of bourbon and our party festive city and our culture to be the home of it. And it's just a way to
so
celebrate.
that's not no New Orleans shit. It didn't originate there.
The French brought it to, if I'm not mistaken, to Mobile.
Dang. I thought that was something y'all created. Yeah.
We just embodied it. Don't get me wrong. It could have been both places. We get that argument every year. Mobile have the best Mardi Gras. New Orleans, we known for the Mardi Gras, so that lets you know right then and there as far as that. But shout out to Mobile, Alabama. I want to catch a Mobile, Alabama Mardi Gras to see what that's about, and I also want to catch a Brazil festival, to see what that's about too.
Hey, that's crazy. Nobody knew that. I thought that was just like some New Orleans things, like how y'all get gumbo out of gas stations. That's only some New Orleans.
Well, I wouldn't tell you to get gumbo out of gas stations.
Well, they do sell it though.
Don't do
gumbo.
that.
No, but y'all do sell gumbo in gas stations.
I don't sell gumbo out of gas.
I have seen some very cute girls.
Somebody
go
should
get
not
a cup
be selling
of that
gumbo
shit.
at a gas station, Verb.
Every gas station down there sell gumbo.
I would not trust gumbo at a gas station, Verb.
Okay, so you have never seen, not one time, nobody had no gumbo in the gas station, right?
I'm not going to say I have not seen it. I'm saying that it would not be wise, and every gas station would be exaggeration. So I would say that it does exist anytime you sell outfits at a gas station.
You know what? My first time getting offered some, I was with people and they was like, we're gonna get you some gumbo. I said, all right. Well, at this time I said, well, I don't eat pork or beef at that time. And they was like, it's just meat. Y'all view everything as just like meat.
That's false.
Like, what is it like? You tell okay. Does it really matter? Like you said, you'll eat anything out the water, pretty much, right?
You never heard me say that.
You didn't tell me y'all fish in the water and go get y'all stuff.
Fish come from water, but you did not hear me say I eat.
No, I'm saying you told me y'all will go fish. Y'all, if y'all had to, y'all can go. Yeah, right. Y'all know how to do that, right?
Of course.
So that means anything that gets caught in the net is going on the grill, right?
That's false.
Okay, so what won't you eat in the water?
I don't eat alligator.
What?
I don't eat alligator. I may be the only person from New Orleans that don't eat seafood.
Oh, you don't?
No, sir.
So okay, so what you just like what? What's you choose soul food?
Chicken, and more chicken.
All right, so hold on. So you live in New Orleans and you like fried chicken? That don't even make sense. It's like to me, it's
grilled chicken, sauteed chicken, smothered chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like I just how I was raised. I'm not allergic to seafood.
Oh, okay.
I cook it. I just never was a seafood guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, but now everybody do love y'all seasoning down there. Whatever y'all doing to the seasoning. Hey, listen, I love New Orleans girls more than a lot of different kinds. Because look, New Orleans girls, they can lie to me consistently because it sounds so good.
I know why.
It sounds so good. Oh my God. It sounds so good when they lie to me. I'm telling you.
But for the record, the Midwest got it going on.
Yeah,
shout out to the whole state of Missouri.
Yeah, they do.
Look, shout out to the whole state of Missouri. Because y'all got it going on out there too, brother. Y'all got some awesome sisters too, bro.
Yeah, but I like the way everybody in the chat will tell you the New Orleans girl accent is the automatic yes.
It's pressure.
It's kind of like witchcraft voodoo-ish, like in the movie. Now voodoo come from y'all though. That does come
from voodoo is another something that is manicured and cured in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? This stuff that comes from islands. This, it's
okay.
Yeah. So like I said, a lot of people migrated. Migrated. Like just no different than Mardi Gras.
Right.
Like it was embodied in New Orleans. It was embodied. You know what I'm saying? It was totally embodied. Voodoo is something that I could tell you.
Clearly, it's real.
Clearly, it exists.
I mean, because the movie Get Out ain't just come from nowhere. Now, we're not stupid here.
Nah, hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I've heard of some things over the years. I'm quite sure people have heard of some things over the years, but everybody raised differently. You know how somebody might tell you, "Hey, get your the best emo pizza is over here, so go get it from there. You know,
Okay.
the best
Yeah.
Chinese spot in St. Louis is over here. So
Right.
we got, or don't go over there because old man such and such, he ain't right.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Okay, well, we got upbringings like, don't eat every woman's red sauce if she make a spaghetti or something with red
You
sauce.
know what? I've always heard that, and it made me really not trust spaghetti with no girls. Like I always read that. Like so, the 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 parable that's been told to me has terrified me. For any girl I ever dealt with will tell you I ain't spaghetti. So you can miss me with it.
It should.
Yeah, miss me with that, baby. We're gonna let that be where it is. You know what I'm
It
saying? Like
should.
every time. Like
They
and
got some
like
other ones too. They got
mhm,
some other ones too. They got this
mhm.
thing that this woman could put a juju on you. You know what I mean?
What's that juju? Can that work on? Like, can I use it in reverse?
I don't know. I honestly, I'd
Oh,
have to
okay.
talk to somebody. I haven't heard of warlocks or witches
Mm.
doing something like that to women. But it may be something out there. Some women be like, this man got a hold on me. I don't know what he got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would like to buy some of that.
Yeah, you definitely would.
I would like to buy some of that.
I
Like, if you
take
could,
I take
yeah,
you to a few places when you come
yeah,
down here.
yeah, for sure, man. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you up. I appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, I'm gonna definitely hit you. Hey, everybody, make sure y'all follow capital F5
Hey,
END. Make
it's
sure y'all follow
always
him, man.
love, man. Always
Yes, sir.
love, always love, always makes love and respect. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate your Verb, just being
My boy.
a solid guy. You know what I'm saying? Always being a
Appreciate
solid
you.
guy and tapping like you do.
Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna hit you in a minute.
Okay, have a good one.
For sure, bro.
Yeah.
I had Mr. One Wump in the building, man. Like y'all don't know, like for me, getting the interview with him, we've been talking about it for a while because that was one of like my favorite groups of like individuals. I was so inspired by their movement. You know what I'm saying? The movement of them was powerful. And when you get around some powerful shit, you soak it up. That's why y'all come here and y'all listen